Hello Poppets, Media Ghoul here. A couple weeks ago, Marvel dropped a cast announcement video for the upcoming Avengers Doomsday movie. I'm sure this got a lot of the atypical Marvel fans very excited, but frankly, I think the movie is doomed to be nothing more than an all-you-can-eat buffet of member berries, capitalizing on nostalgia Disney and Marvel didn't earn. That doesn't really shock me though. Before we have a look through the cast and characters announced in this video, it's important to remember that this isn't the be-all and end-all, just the actors they are happy to confirm this early, as the film is over a year away. With that said, it will be no shock at all to me if the majority of new characters they have introduced after Endgame get shunted to the side for cheap member-berry moments. Ah, drat, I was so hyped for Doctor Doom to face off against Echo while She-Hulk twerks for the Eternals. I must admit, the vast majority of movies and TV shows that have come out after Infinity War have been bloated, poorly written messes that have turned me rather sour to Marvel as a whole. Yes, that includes Endgame and Deadpool and Wolverine. So, if I seem rather cynical about the whole thing, well, welcome to the channel. So, what's the cast looking like for the next Avengers movie? Well, we have Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Yep, this makes sense. Hopefully he isn't a clown for this one though, eh? Anthony Mackie as Captain America. While I haven't seen Anthony Mackie slip into the natural leadership role Captain America should have, I think this will be the best chance he has to show off the qualities of Cap that have been lacking in recent entries. Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes. Winter Soldier. Sorry, I mean the White Wolf. Just Bucky Barnes. And let's be frank and beans here, he's pretty OP. How is Doctor Doom going to survive an armed and dangerous again? Letitia Wright as Black Panther. Let's see what she can do with the mantle. These are impossibly large shoes to fill, so let's see how it goes, I guess. Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. Like Thor, I do hope we get to see more of a character out of the Ant Lad, instead of just a pathetic little clown man. Ant-Man is pretty powerful, so let's actually see that. That would be nice. Tenoch Huerta as Namor. I wouldn't mind seeing a villain join the side of the heroes to defend their home and people from a world-ending threat, so this could play pretty well. Simu Liu as Shang-Chi. It's about time. Look, I didn't exactly like the movie, but I certainly enjoyed seeing him as Shang-Chi, so I'm happy with that. Danny Ramirez as Falcon. Cap needs his Falcon, I guess. Winston Duke as M'Baku. I quite like M'Baku, but we are getting some very minor characters here in this announcement. My goodness. Tom Hiddleston as Loki. Hey, I loved Loki until that miserable TV show came out. Now he's like the god of gosh darn everything, all of time and space. So how is this even going to work? Channing Tatum as Gambit. He was one of the few times I laughed during Deadpool and Wolverine, but, is he going to be a joke? Or is he going to be for real, on God, no cap and such? Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, which is pretty lame. Yeah, it's pretty lame that we're going to be getting basically a Tony Stark variant of Doctor Doom instead of actually Doctor Doom, and double lame that Disney has to rely on bringing back RDJ because they are so desperate to get people into the theatre. It'll be cool to see him as a villain, sure, but we're just kind of going backwards here. We have Wyatt Russell as US Agent, Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, Lewis Pullman as Sentry, David Harbour as Red Guardian, and Hannah John Kamen as Ghost, aka the core cast of the Thunderbolts movie. Jinkies, what if Thunderbolts flops and no one likes or cares about these characters? Kinda banking on a movie that hasn't come out yet with this announcement, huh? I mean, speaking of, we have Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Eben Moss Bacharach, Bachrach as the Thing, Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch, and Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. Of course, the Fantastic Four are going to be in the Doomsday movie, but again, the Fantastic Four film isn't even out yet. I feel like with the Thunderbolts, folks, there will be a lot cut if those movies don't do well. Haha, reshoots, anybody? Yikes. Instead of drawing from the movies and TV shows that are already out, you're putting a lot of eggs into these two baskets. We also have Kelsey Grammer as Beast, Patrick Stewart as Professor X, Ian McKellen as Magneto, Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler, Rebecca Romagen as Mystique, James Marsden as Cyclops. Oh, wow, really? The Fox X-Men cast. Great. Grand even. Your desperation knows no bounds. You think Disney is going to treat these beloved characters well? I mean, look what they did to Professor X last time we had him.
Enough!
It's kind of whack that after all these years, Disney still needs to rely on nostalgia for Fox films they had nothing at all to do with. How cringe. They have even brought the Russo brothers back to direct this film. Yikes. We also have actors that are listed as the cast online but not in this video, such as Benedicto Cumberbund as Doctor Strange, Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop, or Gwen Stacy, perhaps. Iman Vellani as Miss Marvel, Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight, Charlie Cox as Daredevil, Haley Atwell as Captain Carter, Mark Ruffalo as Antifa Hulk, Tony Leung-Chu-Wai as Shu Wen-Woo, Anya Taylor-Joy as Magic, Catherine Newton as Cassandra Lang, Dominique Thorne as Riri Williams, Benedict Wong as Wong, Awkwafina as Katie, Xochitl Gomez as America Chavez, Paul Bettany as Vision, and Owen Wilson as Mobius.
Wow.
Jenkies, Batman, that is already a lot of characters. But I feel like we may be missing just one or two people that were set up in the avalanche of terrible movies and TV shows that came out over the last 6 years, such as Hercules, Captain Marvel from the depths of the abyss, Gore's daughter, literally all of the Eternals, the only movie that I fell asleep to since I was a wee little baby ghoul. She-Hulk, where is She-Hulk? And also, where's Megan Thee Stallion? My goodness. Scar, which is Hulk's son. Clea, any of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Monica Rambeau, Nick Fury, Valkyrie, Deadpool, Wolverine, Hawkeye, the Scarlet Witch, the Scarlet Scarab, Gaia. What about Agatha? It was her all along. The writers are Michael Waldron, who wrote literally one episode of Rick and Morty, then was somehow blessed with the opportunity to write Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which was an absolute mess. Then went on to also write the Loki TV show, which was even more of a mess. The other writer is Stephen McFeely, who, I mean, hey, certainly has earned this job. He wrote the Chronicles of Narnia movies, Captain America the First Avenger, Captain America Winter Soldier, Agent Carter, Civil War, Infinity War, but he also wrote Thor the Dark World, Endgame, and Electric State. Yikes. Let's hope this is more on the Infinity War side and not the Electric State side, yeah? It doesn't take a genius to figure out that there clearly was no plan or build up to this movie, no thread weaving all of these projects together to culminate into the next Avengers installment. But hey, neither did the first set of Avenger films. But at the very least, they utilized the movies that came out prior. Here, we have a bunch bunch of characters from movies that haven't come out yet, and a bunch more from Fox's X-Men movies. Disney clearly has zero faith in the movies and shows they've produced in recent years to draw in an audience. No surprise, really. Marvel are desperate to recapture the audience that's been dwindling over the 6 years. I, of course, have no hope at all this movie will be any good. It may be fun, but I doubt it will be anything more than silly, fun-filled member berries and a whole bunch of CGI goop. I'll still watch it, though. It's part of the curse. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, folks. That was really the point, was just to point out some of the, interesting elements I thought about when this announcement trailer came out. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member to get a shout out at the end of each video. And hey, I'll catch ya in the next one.